Bom dia and welcome to Portugal Dreams. It's been another really warm week again. We're really still trying to get things done before it gets too hot. We've been upgrading the veg patch again, adding a little bit more space to it, and I've also finally decided to start some more little bits on my house, as you'll probably see in the video, so watch on to see what happens. So this has been another job that has been long in the waiting to be done. So currently my living situation is I'm using one room in the entire house as kind of my bedroom, living area and everything, and just going through to my parents' house for what I need. My bedroom has ended up just not being big enough. There's not even room for a coat rack, so for the past 6 months I think now, so since September, so maybe even longer, I have been living out of a suitcase with my clothing because I didn't have the room for any sort of racking or anything. So I've decided to clear out a second room that was the room that my dad was keeping as his storage room. He's now moved out of there and into a shed, which left me with a big empty room, so I am clearing it out before I get all of my things in here. So the floor is absolutely filthy, as I'll show you in a minute. The walls are the exact same, so it's going to be a case of clearing the floor the best I can and painting the walls up the best I can. This room will eventually end up being mostly my bathroom, but also a section of it will be going into my bedroom to extend another room. A lot of the walls are getting torn out in my house, as you'll see in later videos as we get on with it. So for now, this is more about just making the space livable for me until the work can properly be done. So as you can probably see, it's just a concrete floor. Not really much has been done with it. It's been swept out and hoovered out previously. But actually getting the ingrained muck off the floor hasn't really started until today. The walls are the exact same situation, so all of this is just going to be base coated white just to clean it up a little bit, and the floor is going to be scrubbed to the best of my ability. I'm just using some warm water with some bleach and wash liquid in it. And I'm just doing my absolute best to scrub all of the dirt from the floor. I don't think I'm going to get it spotless. I think the dirt is just too ingrained, but there's not much else I can do, because if I put anything on the floor, it is going to affect the gripping of the tiles when this room gets tiled to become the bathroom. So there's quite a lot to be done still, and it's more about making it a usable space for me at the moment than actually trying to make it perfect, because my house is not a priority. I can go into my parents' house for cooking and everything else. It is just the storage space that I need right now, so it's going to be here. So this is the floor after just one kind of going over scrub. It's going to take a couple of attempts, but I just wanted to show you the colour of the water after I've just done this one pass. It's just brown, so you can really see how absolutely caked in what this floor was. That's just been ingrained so deeply that it's having to get scrubbed out. I honestly don't know how much I'm going to be able to get out of the floor, but I'm going to do my best, because I have things like clothes and UV supplies going in here, so I really don't want it to be dirty. So this is about 3 buckets of water in now used to clean it. I don't really know if you can tell much of a difference on camera, but in person it already looks so much better than it did, and even now the water is still coming out just straight brown. So I know there's still quite a lot of dirt that I'm going to have to clean up. But we're slowly getting there. So this is now after 8 separate buckets, I think. It's looking a lot cleaner. It's still damp at the moment, so once it dries up, I will show you guys what it looks like. But for now, I think I'm done for the day. I've been at this 3 hours or so at least. So it's about 3 days, I think, since I cleaned out this floor, and it's already looking so much better. It's good enough that I'm okay with this, so I'll be leaving the floor like this. It's just the walls that now need a good coat of paint, but first, as you can probably see, there's still quite a few different screws and things that have been left in the walls, so I've got to pull those out first. So I'm going out easy, but the rest of you don't want to. So 5 minutes isn't very good for being able to take out most of the nails. 2 of them, I think. This one feels like it has been super glued in, and I'm not even sure what's going on with this second one. I think I'm going to have to call in the reinforcements and get Dad to help.
So that's one.
Straight away.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do a little bit of filling. So,
I think I'll be alright now. And this is the one I'm convinced is super glued in.
no, it's got some sealant on of some sort. But it's going.
Is it?
Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
It's about 6 inches long. There we go.
I say, I'll just get the rest out.
So, we've pulled out like that, and it's got holes, you want some sealant in it.
Oh, I'm going to have to seal today then.
No, give it a first coat, because it will show up all little bits, so this is what I usually do. So I give it a first coat, and where it shows, it'll show that up anyway, because obviously the roller will go straight over it. All little bits, like that, you know. It'll show them as well. We might decide, yeah, we can put a bit of sealer in them or whatever, corners and things like that. So, yeah, give it a first coat.
So you probably can't see much of a difference. That's the first layer on this back wall. I think there's quite a few holes that are going to need to be filled in. So these were the ones from the nails earlier that you can see over here. And down here was that grey area. I think what's happened is they've very rush patched a hole of some sort. And just not really thought about evening it out, to be honest. So that is really rough. I think that's definitely going to need evening out a little bit because there's just no real way to paint over that at the moment. And the more I'm painting, the more I am very thankful that there is actually cardboard on the floor. Because I'm very messy, I'm not very good at it. I am covered in paint myself, as you can probably see. But yeah, so now just to get on with the other 3 walls and the ceiling.
So Steve's just putting a racking system together. He's not impressed with it.
To be fair, it's very poor quality, but it was cheap, so it's just a temporary thing. So, but
Just some extra shelving for the kitchen.
well, we get the kitchen sorted, which might be a way off, but you know, this will hold together for a while. It's actually quite strong when it's screwed together, but I'm sort of gluing it on the joints as well, but I'm using silicone because I haven't got any PVA or anything like that, wood glue, so but silicone will bite onto it anyway and sort of glue, I hope. Somebody out there will say, right, well. Really just fill some of the gaps, stop it rocking about as much, because they're a little bit nasty. Cheap and nasty, but you know, as I say, it'll do the job for a while. I think you're going to paint them, aren't you?
I might do, yeah. What have you lost?
I haven't lost anything. Oh. I was just looking to see whether it was sort of lined up at the other side. But, and just the right number of screws, which is always good. Well, there we go. Not sure which way it goes up. I would think.
That way. Watch the cabinet.
Yeah, I'm just watching the cabinet. I think that way. It's not bad, it's reasonably sturdy.
It's alright just to put storage jars and things on in the kitchen.
Bit out there, look. I'll
Oh dear.
stick a bit of thing behind that and then put a bit of tape around it and it'll hold it together.
Tape?
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to something
Oh, you mean
hold
to
it
hold
together.
it while it's gluing?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I thought you meant you were going to leave it with a bit of tape there.
Well, I might do. I'm going to say it might not need it, but put forward here and I'll have a bit at the top.
Yep.
Yeah, that won't be too bad.
So this morning, our tomatoes, as you can see, have really coming along great now. They seem to have shot up in the last couple of days. So we're just pinching out in the little elbows, the little offshoots, and Steve's now just tying up, just supporting them.
Hopefully.
On the bamboos, hopefully. I'm sure you will.
So we've already got little tomatoes on some of them.
Can we see?
Yeah. So there is 1 or 2 little tomatoes just starting to grow down there. There is 1 or 2 others I'll show you as we get somewhere where I can see them a little bit better.
We're told in one of the gardening stores, because our peppers are not doing very well at all, to put some manure pellets in. So we've done that and they do look a little better. I don't know whether we're going to actually get any peppers this year or not, but we'll continue with that method of putting the pellets in. The lettuces are doing great. We've already had some leaves off and they've grown back again. Over in that bed there is, the farmer gave us those small lettuces. Yeah, no, I mean these were ever so tiny when he gave us them, and they died off. And you know, they're a good size now. And he's given us these ones more recently and they're coming along nice too. So these are the cucumbers we've grown from seed. Did we grow them from seed? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah. And 3 down the other side there. We'll need to put some supports in soon. And the radishes are coming up. They're from seed. This is the second lot of strawberries we put in. We're starting to get some berries on. And these are the first lot of radishes we put in. I think they're probably about ready for pulling. And then we'll just go over to the other bed. And this is the first bed we planted. We've already got some strawberries that are ready. So I think it might be strawberries for tea tonight. This is a beauty. Lovely. Onions are coming along. Carrots, as you know, weren't too good. They've gone like curly. They're obviously hitting something, maybe the branches that we put in at the bottom of the beds.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably too many branches. The garlics, which I didn't think would do anything because I think they're more of a winter thing, they're actually not doing too bad, so we'll see what happens with those. It's our first year and we've never really grown anything before, so anything's a bonus. At the moment we seem to be doing well with strawberries and lettuces.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing bad with tomatoes.
Well, hopefully. We're not there yet though. They could split, they could do anything.
So we seem to be doing quite well with the tomatoes. It's like they tying up early enough and things like that, what we're not doing. I've just weeded round here as well and got a barrow full of weed. They're possibly not in the right place, but yeah, we'll see what we do.
I think this year's a learning curve. Anything that we achieve is you know, a bonus really. That's how I'm looking at it anyway.
To be fair, I didn't realise you had to tie them up like this. I thought they climbed.
That just shows you how much we know about gardening.
Yeah, so they were in wrong place and I've made the wrong type of frame for what we wanted to do, but Yeah, it's sort of working. So as I said before, I'd show you when I could see a few more tomatoes. There's one or two there. Seem to be doing quite well. So, yeah, it seems to be the ones at the far side what seem to be doing better. I think we'll put too many in this patch. And while I'm on with tidying the tomatoes up, or tying the tomatoes up, Debbie's just going along the edge of the wall near the path and starting to clear some of these weeds out, trying to make the place look a little bit tidier. It's getting a bit of a mess again with the building works, what's going. We've got sand, pile of rubble, tiles, blocks, the wood what I brought round from the other side, wood what I'm cutting in the shed. So it's starting to get very untidy again, so we're just having a bit of a clean up, continuing from last week really.
I'm about to get attacked by ants.
Yeah, that's another thing, there seems to be plenty of ants around. We do have quite a lot of ants nests and things like that, but they do quite a lot of good, so we try and leave them alone as much as possible.
So that's that little piece of path cleared. I can't do too much with having some back problems, and so that'll be it for today. And then tomorrow I'll continue down the path there, and that'll be the front of the house finished. And Steve's just made a cage for the peach tree that the farmer gave us, because Mabel decided to have a little nibble on it. She still roams free sometimes because she's only a baby. Steve's just making a bigger cage for the lemon tree and the orange tree before Mabel decides she's going to have a go at those as well.
So basically all I'm doing is trying to make a big circle. We've got a post here from the electric fence. We must have missed that one.
Okay.
So basically all I'm trying to do is make a big circle, and then the ends what I've got there just twisting together, but yeah, it's quite awkward because it wants to wrap itself back up.
So you're just twisting?
Yeah, I'll show you better on the next one I do. So what I'm basically doing is, where there's a joint, or where the two wires joint, I've cut it so that I've got a bit of excess on either side, and I'm just twisting it round the first whole square. So if I do that on either side,
that makes a good join.
It does make quite a good join, better than what I thought it would actually, but it's quite strong. Trying to keep the sort of bit where it's knotted together, where the cross pieces are. And then the squares are more or less the same size.
I'm just watching Annie and Mabel playing.
It's more interesting than what I'm doing.
I think we ought to get them a sandpit. They seem to like making a bit of a dust bath.
Sandpit. So then I'm just pulling it into a circle, and then, or near enough, and then it'll just sit over my trees. Hopefully it should keep Annie and Mabel far enough away.
That's why it's such a big circle, it's to stop the goats. I think Mabel can probably get ahead through those wires.
Then I'm going to make some hooks again out of the TV aerial, what we found. Hopefully just to peg it into the ground, just to keep it sort of shape and hold it down a little bit. Sorry?
Recycling.
Recycling, yeah. We're into that as much as possible. Let's take this down. I'll put this one around the orange tree. Might have to clear some more junk away. So we're starting to get a little bit overgrown down here, so I'm just pulling some weeds out. Could do with coming down and
Strimmering?
doing a bit strimmering and doing a bit of proper clearing. I'll put some more straw around, a bit of mulching, just to keep the weeds down, keep them a bit further away.
And now that you've put these cages up, we can bring Annie and Mabel down and they can
Munch some
help
of it.
clear some of the weeds.
Hopefully, yeah. It soon grows again. It's not long since I cleared this.
Annie and Mabel are not doing a very good job of our weed clearing. I keep telling Steve we need more goats, but he's having none of it.
Because they were Debbie's and Ellie-rose's goats. I wasn't having nothing to do with them.
And you took over when they come.
No, it's not a case of taking over. The only one up to do it.
And they're now Daddy's girls.
Everything seems to be Daddy's girl.
Steve's just trying to tighten the pump wire. Oh, that's a bit better.
Yeah, I can walk under it now at the end. I don't know how long it'll stay there. The tree's not very safe. So
Well, when we get one of the beams out of Ellie-rose's roof, if we can get a good one out, we can put that in instead of using the tree.
I think one good and it'll fall.
Yeah. It's better though. I've just harvested 3 different types of salad leaves from the raised beds. Some onion stalks, some radish, it's a nice big radish, and a few strawberries. So I'm just going to make a salad up with those and add a little bit of cucumber and tomato. So that's the salad. And I'm just going to I've just put a little bit of honey on the tomatoes. I'll put a bit of balsamic vinegar on there, and that will also make a dressing for the salad. And then I'm just going to do a coleslaw. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of creme fraiche in. You can use fresh cream or a creamy yoghurt even. It depends how you like it. Some mayonnaise, about the same amount. Just a tiny few drops of lemon juice, and I just mix all that together. Then I can pop the cabbage in. I'm just going to get some onion as well. Don't need very much onion, just cut that up quite small. Going to get the grater. Goats and chickens will enjoy these peelings. And Dottie and Alfie like a little bit of carrot too. There you go. Just adding the balsamic and giving that a good stir around. Coat the tomatoes evenly. Whoops. And that's the coleslaw done. So that's my salad done. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy that.
So it's been a bit of a dramatic week this week. We had to let the builders go. We weren't happy with some of the work or the amount of people that he had coming to do the job, which has left a little bit of a problem, because obviously this roof here, wall here, is now open to the elements if it does rain. I'll just show you a bit more of that if I can. Hope you can see that. Basically I'm going to have to slide some more tiles under there for a temporary. We have found another builder who seems quite happy to continue with the job. And yeah, he'll be starting in a few weeks. pretty glad we sort of realised this before they started stripping their roofs, although we have bought some materials. The new builder says he'll probably be able to use most of it. Whether he can use all of it, I don't know, but whatever he can't use, we'll either use for some other build things what we build, or hopefully we'll return or sell on, you know. So that's what we're looking at the moment. And also we've sort of discussed doing all the roof all in one line and all in tile, where we're going to have metal on the barn. I think we're going to tile it all. So I know I said I was going to put some tiles up here, but looking at the weather forecast for the next few weeks, it looks like it's going to be okay. So I don't see the point in putting the tiles on for the next builder to come and take them off. So what I'm going to do is keep an eye on the weather forecast. As long as we haven't forecast any heavy rain or anything like that, I shall be leaving this until the other builders come. They're going to put ring beam and everything on, so they'd only have it all to take off anyway. So that's the plan at the moment. And this part of the roof, yeah, I don't know whether I'd be able to do it anyway. Just sticking some tiles on just to waterproof it if necessary. As you can see, the beams aren't fully secure. I don't think I'd want to be walking on that roof at the moment. There's nothing holding the two middle rafters, are they? I think. Yeah, well, whatever they are. I don't think I'd want to be walking up there. If necessary, I will go up. I'll put something over them. But it's going to have to be a forecast a really bad storm for me to bother doing anything like that. Once the roof comes off, most things in there will dry out pretty quick anyway if we get any rain. I don't think we're going to get that much. But yeah, that's about it. Very disappointed. We were getting, you know, we thought we were getting on with the job. But happy we've seen the problem early on. Really, we maybe should have been a bit more on the ball a little bit earlier, but yeah, and hopefully as I said, the new builder will start and we'll get cracked on with it. So the farmer told us to get some corn for the hens, so we got a sack full. And it's, as you can see, it's all full bits, and the hens don't seem to like it like that. They like it broken up a bit, certainly from when the farmer gave us some. And we've had tried different methods of breaking it up, as to putting it in a bag and hammering it, which did work, but the bags kept breaking and corn went all over the place. As you can see on here, there's bits on the floor down there, so we don't want to attract rats and things, so we'll get rid of that soon. But the thing that I found what seems to work the best at the moment, and we do need to get a proper corn grinder, is the old-fashioned method. So we're actually using a plastic bucket, plastic bottle, I don't know what you really call these. Pour that in there, get a nice flat stick, post, and just tamp away with it. It's a bit of a slow process, but what happens, because I'm stood on a slight slope, is when I hit the corn it breaks it up and fires it about inside the bottle, and then the new lot rolls into the area where I'm hitting. So being on a slope made this quite handy. So I'll just do a bit and then I'll show you what it looks like. And that's what it looks like when I've finished. Well, it could do with a little bit more, could that bit actually. But that's the general idea, it crushes it up. So I'll just give that another couple of bites and then we'll do some more. I usually get three or four of these pots in and do it all in one go, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do now.
That's all for this week. Thank you for watching. If you have liked the video, please remember to subscribe. It is completely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And share it with your friends if you think that any of them might enjoy our content. Thank you. Bye. Hola, bon dia, and welcome to Portugal Dream. It's been... No. Wrong name. It's not even the correct name of the channel.
Startled herself.
I don't even know whether that's on there.
Little one's got it because she went, eh!